This is a Making It Through Tuesday, April the 1st, 2025. And if it seems like in this video I am sucking a little bit of oxygen, I am definitely feeling those slow-moving crunches of the Venus retrograde conjuncting with Mercury retrograde, conjuncting with the upcoming Saturn that's going to sit there and churn for a few days before it moves forward and conjuncts back up with Neptune going across the Aries line. This is the astrological drama we've got going on over the next 10, 12 days. So if you're feeling that, like that compression and turn, and it's painful and energy is low, that's it. You are not making things up. You are not going crazy. This is all part of the astrological soup right now. And so I am getting in front of you on a video day when normally I wouldn't even want to be talking, but there are so many important things to be talking about right now. And one of them, the first thing that I want to talk about, is a bit of an adjustment to the energy forecast that I gave over the weekend, Sunday headed into Monday, and that is, I talked about the downside aspect of these astrological movements, and that was like, don't double down on mistakes, don't throw good money after bad, keep it between the lines. So that was the whole like cutting your losses kind of part of the reading. But as we're getting into this, I am noticing, holy cow, there's this whole other top side to the aspects that we really need to be talking about, and that is the fact that through this whole churning and crunching and kind of feeling of all of this energy stuff, there is an empowerment being melded, transforming through this whole thing, that if you can tap into it, you can feel your empowerment changing. And the inspirational highlights that I want to give on this is, we are actually seeing that on the national scene. Like this morning, like I've been feeling that, like that sense of, I'm in pain, I'm in physical pain, my energy is low. Yes, there are dark thoughts there, and don't believe everything that you think, right? And it's in that place, but I'm also feeling this sense of like, normally this is a situation where I would just want to curl up in bed and tell the world to go away. And yet there's something in this, it is not letting me. And I'm noticing that when I have that little extra oomph to move through it, and not force, not push. It's like a melding energy. It's like moving through this with an alchemy kind of energy. When I have the energy to do that, there's power in it. There's real power in it. And so this morning, today, I want to call your attention to, it's a good thing not to pay attention to believing your thoughts, and don't throw good money after bad, and don't double down on mistakes and kind of paint between the lines, but keep moving and see if you can locate that internal alchemizing. It would be like the inferno of like lava moving inside of you, that kind of feeling. And it's in that place that our empowerment is transforming right now. And it is in review with Mercury. So this is all connecting up with throat, voice, value, being able to be seen and be heard. And it's also connecting up with, there's Jasper, it's also connecting up with value, because and it's also connecting up with value because Venus is retrograding. So there's that whole value review, and this is all cranking into Saturn, which is taskmaster, lesson master, and there's something going on here with empowerment. So I want to bring that to you to the top side of things and have that be in front of you. And now I'm going to give some examples. Like, there are these women that keep popping up to the forefront, and I want to talk about them and give them some highlight, because as I move forward with the psychic work that I'm doing with you, and the light work that I'm doing with you, and the magic of somatic money work that I'm doing with you, we are going to shift our positioning from playing defense to playing offense. And I felt myself make that shift last night. I felt this idea of like, wait a minute, why are we playing defense right now? It's time to be using our light work empowerment abilities to play offense here a little bit. And I'm going to be bringing that to you later on. But for the time being, I want you to pay attention to a handful of these women that are really beginning to pop up on the scene. The first one, I love this woman. Kendall Y. Brown on TikTok. She is going off on this signal thing. She is military family, and she blew a cork over the security issue that was blown on the security thing, to the point that she is getting national attention, and she is making top officials respond to her, and she is responding to them. So go look her up and go look at the conversation she is having. I love it. The second person that is really coming to the forefront that we need to be paying attention to, Representative Melanie Stansbury of New Mexico. Like, she is shutting toxic masculinity down in Washington, D.C. right now. Yesterday, I watched her shut down these GOP representatives that couldn't, answer her questions. She shut them down. Go watch what she is doing. Representative Melanie Stansbury of New Mexico. The other one that popped up on the screen today that I just love, Michigan State Senator Dana Polhanke. I hope I'm saying that right. And she basically called out all the toxic masculinity in her state to basically sit down, shut up, and if you can't get with the program, get the F out of the way. And this is coming from a misogynistic C word that was spoken out by a reporter in Michigan who's upset about all the women running things in Michigan, because Michigan is now beginning to tip into feminine leadership in that state. And this GOP conservative misogynistic reporter called these women the C word, and he got fired for it. And you need to go see what Michigan State Senator Dana Polhanke came out and said. She basically said, as women, we are effing tired of the bullshit that we are having to take off of men just by doing our leadership positions. And she basically told them, sit down, shut up, get out of the way, or get with the program here. Love it. Love it. Here's the next one. Representative Mikey Sherrill. She is military veteran, doing a shout out on what is going on with the security breaches concerning Signal, and how she put all of this, and the people that she has standing with her are incredibly powerful. So today my psychic notes shout out is, yes, we may be in cruncher energies that sensitive people are really feeling, but do not think for a minute that you are caving in. I want you to consider that your empowerment, your power is alchemizing, is transforming, and I want you to notice how in your core you're feeling that empowerment changing, how it's connecting up with your throat, your voice, how you're able to speak out with value, and especially all of this if you are women or feminine inclined. And this is the place with you, my audience member, where I want you to know I am going to begin to do a pivot change here, a pivot shift out of playing defense and moving into a bit more playing offense. And I will have more videos to be talking about that in the near future. The next two videos that I will be releasing, one is my Psychic Live from last night. That product, I'm getting that ready to release. That will be coming out soon. And the next video is also a video I recorded last week about women's empowerment. I recorded it last week and it could not be more appropriate for now. So those are the next two videos that will be coming out. And even though we are headed into this cruncher with Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, right into Saturn as those first two planets turn around and then move back through in conjunct with North Node, Neptune, over the Aries line. As we do all this, I will try and stay with you as best I can. Some days it might be too painful and I may go down for the count, but I will be back as soon as possible. Again, we've got about 10-ish days of this off and on. You're going to feel it depending on where your house is and where your chart is at. But this is my heads up that we don't have to go down for the count. There is a sea change, a tide change happening. I will be coming back and talking more about that soon. But this is just my heads up turning point video, kind of letting you know what's going on in my quirky brain and quirky heart and the shifts that I see happening and the shifts that I am making with it. And I hope you come along for the ride with me as my very valued audience. All right. So definitely keep moving forward so you can meet those miracles along the way. And I will see you in my next video. Mwah.